And this is just one section of your room, right? You have another section of this
Right,
room.
right. That's mainly the 1/6 area. Beautiful Hot Toys, the Hulk, the very first one. To me, the best version of the Hulk made by Hot Toys so far. He's just amazing, man. The detail, the paint on the veins, the chest. I mean, it's just a beautiful piece. The detail is just amazing.
Sure looks like it, yeah. And then, of course, we got He-Man on top there, yeah.
I have two different versions of He-Man. I have the MOTU Collectibles. That's a custom head that I bought from a Mexican artist. Some people will put like a pool table with video games and things like that.
Well, dude, this is the best game room I've seen so far.
Thank you.
Which that looks sweet.
It does. Then you have some Avengers again. That's you see, it's the same display case, but it's a different setup. I really enjoyed this Thanos for what he represented in the movie Infinity War.
Yeah.
I mean, he won, dude. He destroyed all the Avengers. They never see him coming, and that's why I like this representation so much.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That's like my little childhood area, I will say. I have some different versions of He-Man. I have the 2000X He-Man. I have the Revelations He-Man. I have the Origins He-Man.
Hey, I'm back. How are you doing, Jonathan? Hey, yeah. Go ahead and have your drink because I want to chill out here 1 second. Take a minute to appreciate these.
Hey, like I promised you, I don't know if you know about the Ultimate Comics, which is
you know so much more about the comic aspect.
Yeah, the Ultimate Comics by Marvel is more like a realistic superhero. They're more realistic in these comics, and yeah. So this figure that you see there is Ultimate Thor.
I like this mood you got here.
Yeah, the lights, they do so much of a difference in your collection.
Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again, fellow collectors, fellow collections. My next guest, I've been watching his YouTube channel for quite some time. He is a fellow collector, but as mentioned, a YouTuber. He does videos in Spanish. I speak Spanish, so been a fan of his channel for quite some time, since the beginning of last year. And I love his enthusiasm, his excitement. He gives such a positive vibe out there. So let me introduce Jonathan from Marvelicons12.
Hello, everyone. I'm pretty good, Sergio. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Thank you so much for joining me in fellow collectors, fellow collections. And where are you? What part of the world are you in?
I was born in Costa Rica. And when I was 15 years old, I moved to Puerto Rico. And in Puerto Rico,
right?
In Puerto Rico, I got married. My kids were born there. And around 12 years ago, we moved to Houston, Texas. Yeah.
12 years. It's quite some time. How do you like Texas? How's the weather there usually?
Dude, like, weather is awful. Super hot. Even though I was, I was coming from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is the Caribbean, so it's pretty hot over there. But the thing with Texas is humidity. It's so humid here.
Very humid.
You can just go outside and do nothing, and you're still sweating. But
really?
One thing
it sounds like here in Japan. It's like that.
But one thing that we love about Texas is that economy is very good. And also people is very friendly, is very, very friendly. So we are really enjoying living here.
That's good. That's good. And your English is good. You know, we both speak Spanish, but this channel is in English. Hablamos español, pero para esta entrevista...
Así es.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have quite a few viewers who speak both languages, so I'm sure they can be directed to your channel. So make sure you check out Marvelicons12. He does have a YouTube channel and Instagram, and I will link those up in the description below.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So, what's the first thing you remember collecting? So we're going to go back a little bit into the past. And when you're a child, what's the first thing you remember collecting?
Oh, wow. The first thing I was collecting, I think it was hats, like
hats.
Baseball hats, basketball hats. Back in the day, it was very fashion to wear baseball hats and basketball hats. And back in high school, that was like my main thing. I remember living in Costa Rica. My older brother, he was living in Chicago, and I was always begging him, like, please bring me some new ones, because that was like the bon diggity to show up to to school wearing a new hat. And I think that was it right there. Yeah.
I kind of remember that in high school because I actually, I was born and raised in Spain, but when I was age 17, I was in Minnesota, and everybody in high school was wearing a hat. I remember. It's all about the hat.
That was the 90s. Yes.
yeah. We're about the same age. I think same generation. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm 42. I'm not afraid to say my age.
No, me neither. I'm 42 as well. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, go figure. Exactly the same generation.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, what triggered your passion for figures?
Come again, Sergio, because you kind of freeze right there.
No problem. What triggered your passion for figures? Like, what started your figure passion? You have a passion for figures. We can see them behind you. We're going to see your collection. So what got you going? And maybe that has some relation to your name, Marvelicons12, right?
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, I always loved action figures. I have 4 brothers, well, 3 brothers and a sister, but I have a brother that he is 2 years older than me, and so we were always together. But my brother, he loves soccer, everything related to football or soccer. I don't know how you call it, guys, in Japan, but while he was playing soccer or football, I was playing with action figures. I loved, growing up in the 80s, the 90s, it was the G.I. Joes, the Thundercats, the He-Man, Transformers. So I have such a big imagination. I can go for hours playing about something. And sometimes it gets so good, and I have to stop and go do homework, that I would do like when you're watching a show, and you be like, the next episode will be.
Yeah. So, hey, I can so relate to that because, as much as in Spain, the same, everybody's about soccer. And I sucked at soccer. I was terrible. All I could do is some defense and goalkeeper a little bit, but I was always afraid of getting hit in the face. So it's like, I don't want to play soccer. I want to play with my figures. I can totally relate. Totally relate. I understand very well. And then He-Man, of course. So, He-Man, Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe. Absolutely. Yeah.
So when, as you grow up, you kind of put those things away. And I remember what triggers me to go back into collecting. I was before I got married. We used to go. Me and my girlfriend go to the mall in Puerto Rico. Shopping, clothing, and shoes and things like that. But woman will take like forever in the mall. So as I was waiting, I decided to go to a toy store, and I was walking and checking the toys and see, the new stuff from the time. And I saw the Marvel Legends by Toy Biz, the first series. And I remember grabbing Captain America, like the very first Captain America from Series 1. Dude, and I fell in love with that figure. I love it. I bought it. I remember going back to my apartment, and I pull out the figure, and I start doing like different postings with the chill. And from that point on, I got into collecting again. I was like, I remember saying, I'm just gonna get like my favorite ones, I was lying. I was lying to myself. Like,
oh,
dude,
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I ended up buying every single Marvel Legend, every friendly line, like the Spider-Man, like the Hulk, like Fantastic Four lines. Back in the day, from 2004 to 2010, I collect over 650 Marvel Legends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hey, I know what you mean. You know, and this is a question I want to ask you a little later in terms of the potential addictiveness that this hobby has, because it can be an addiction, as we all know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. So when you're going back again to when you're a child, continuing on that, do you remember yourself wrecking or fixing figures? It's a question I like to ask.
Like as a child or as a collector?
Yeah, as a child. As a child, would you? You know, I remember some collectors, like even Rob, when I had him here as a guest, he said he'd like to bite off the heads of some of the figures. You know, when you was a kid, you know, we're talking really young. If you in fact started that young enough that you would maybe, I remember some friends of mine would like to throw firecrackers into a figure and blow them up. But that wasn't me. I felt bad. To me, it was like,
same here.
It was like killing something to me.
Yeah, same. Well, I remember because back in Costa Rica, when I was a little kid, I come from a very poor family. And for us getting cool toys, it was very rare. So I really appreciate every time I have something like a He-Man action figure, like a G.I. Joe action figure. So since I don't have that many, I remember I used to like customize them. I used to mix parts. Yeah, I used to mix different parts from like broken toys and create my new action figures. And so yeah, I never
especially with sorry, but I have to say, especially with He-Mans, you could interchange the parts because it's so easy. You just pull them off and put them back in, and the armor, swap out the heads.
Yes, exactly. And I really never thought about that until you asked me that now.
Sure. I just remember He-Mans. I know you love He-Man just like me, and we're going to talk about that a little later, of course.
I do.
The rubber head, sometimes the neck would split here. Remember? They would split, and it looked like they cut the throat of the figure. So I tried to glue it on and fix it. I would try to fix them.
Yeah, same here. I will never waste any broken toy. I will, even if I have to glue it, like the leg or the arm, I will do it just to have another figure available.
Great. What do your family and friends think about this hobby of yours?
Well, I always get different reactions. The main important thing is that my wife always support what I do. And but my friends, like the most common question I get when my friends come to my collection room is like, how much money is in here? Like, they don't ask you like, oh, these toys are so cool, like what's the name of the company or how long you've been now. They first question they drop is like, how much money do you have here? This is ridiculous. But you know, my closest friends, they support. They understand. I mean, I always tell people that there's people that spend their money in traveling. There's people that spend their money in shoes, in cars, and going hunting, going fishing. Well, I like collecting, you know, high-end collectibles, and as long as I'm responsible with everything else in my house, I think I should be okay with it. But yeah, the most important thing is that my wife and my kids support what I do.
Gotcha. First Hot Toys figure.
Oh man, that was the first tour for his first movie back in, I think it was 2000.
The only one that came with a helmet.
Exactly. And I remember bought the Hot Toys because I was very curious. And man, just like when I bought the Marvel Legend in 2004, the same situation. I fell in love with the Hot Toys, and from there I got into one scale. Yeah,
I understand. Yeah, I understand. Thor, huh? It's always interesting to hear which character triggered that first hot toy. Yeah. So next up, is there any Hot Toys figure that you really desire right now that is currently not in your collection? And I'm talking about something that's already been released, not something coming up in the future, like a pre-order or something like that. I'm talking about some hot toy that maybe you just didn't catch at its time. Maybe it went up in price a lot. I don't know, but there's something you really desire. It's not currently in your collection. You wish you had it.
Well, there is few. You know that I'm right now I'm focusing into Marvel for the past few years, and even though I slowly going back into DC and some Masters of the Universe, I still focus more in Marvel. To me, it's more important Marvel than getting other things. But I will say that whip slots from Iron Man 2 and the Iron Monger from Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And one hot toys that I would love to have, but I don't know if I want to spend that much money, is the Hulkbuster, man. I mean, it's such a beautiful piece, but
that's $1,000. Is it going for $1,000 right now? Just about
$1,200 right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, those are the three that come to my mind right now.
Yeah, I know that Hulkbuster is pretty cool. It's like the size of a baby too, right?
It is. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful piece.
Yeah. Okay. Why do you collect figures? Is it because you like the design of the figure, or is it all about the source material behind the figure or the character? It's because you want to see in your shelf the movies you love, or yeah, you love the movies and you like to see them, but I like the design of this character and I don't care what movie he came from. I really like the design, so I want this figure in my collection because I like how he looks. Doesn't matter who he is or what he did in the movie. Do you understand?
Yeah. I think it's a mix between a couple of things. First, it kind of brings my inner child alive again. Brings me that emotions and feelings
nostalgia
when I was a little kid. Exactly. And the other thing is just the details that you can get nowadays, and it's like you go into the movies and you see. For example, let me give you an example. When I was watching Avengers Infinity War, and Thor, when Thor arrives to Wakanda, dude, I was like, I need that Thor. Like, I cannot live without that Thor in my life. And obviously, Hot Toys take advantage of those feelings, and then they just come out with those beautiful pieces.
Absolutely. I felt the same way. Yeah, when he gets that Stormbreaker for the first time.
Yes. Yeah. And so yeah, it's a mix of different feelings. Once, bring my inner child. Second, it's just going to the movies and see those superheroes that you love and get you excited. And it's like you grab it from the movie and one scale, and you can put it in your collection room. And that's basically what it is. Yeah, that's what.
So would it be safe to say that it's really you really love the movies? So the movies really make you a collector. The source material behind you.
Not really, because I've been loving Marvel since I was very young. I got into Marvel comics for the X-Men. Do you remember the X-Men cartoons in the 90s?
I remember. I didn't watch them, but I do remember. Yeah, I did remember. When I was a kid, in terms of Marvel, all I would read is Spider-Man and Spider-Man versus Venom.
No, how I truly got into Marvel comics was watching the 90s cartoons, and because of that, I started loving that universe and start reading about it and find out about new characters like the Iron Fist, like the Moon Knight, like the Luke Cage, things like that. So again, it's like a mix between because the movie's great, because it's bringing that character that I love so much, and also because it's bringing that inner child, that emotions that you used to get when it was Christmas, and you know that you get in that action figure that you love so much.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like you like to have an emotional connection with the character, rather
that's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really buy by emotions, like, because the figure is amazing. I mean, I want to have it. No. If I feel like it's something that I really want and it goes with my collection, I will get it, even though maybe it's not popular for other people. I will get it myself, because it will be something special to me. Know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's what it's all about,
Right.
As collectors, we just want to get what's special to me, not necessarily what's special to others, of course. it's for our thing. This is, I see it like sometimes I look at my collection and I'm decorating. It's like it's almost, in a sense, like a Christmas tree. You know how you decorate a Christmas tree to watch it and admire it? It kind of is that way.
It is truly, and the way that I can put it to you, and so it's more like a feeling for me as a collector, and I don't really care if it's popular to other people. It's like, you know, that I have two different sides of my collection. There's the 1/6 with all the details, and I also have a part of my collection which is like the all 12-inch figures from Toy Biz and Hasbro. Many people ask me, and I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself, but people ask me, like, if you collect Hot Toys with all these details, why would you like to collect those Marvel icons and Marvel Legends 12-inch? Like, I mean, they're not as good, but it's it's something sentimental for me. You know what I mean? They represent, to me, they represent the time that I was collecting Marvel Legends more than 10 years ago. And I just enjoy having them in my collection. They're not as popular like they used to be. Many people don't even care about them. But I do. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. And this is why your channel is Marvelicons12, referring to the 12-inch figures, correct?
Exactly, and all started because before I have Marvel Icons as a YouTube channel, I used to have another YouTube channel for my Marvel Legends collection, like the 6-inch, but I deleted that channel. So in 2011, I reopened my YouTube channel, and since I was focusing on Marvel Icons and their 12-inch figures, I named myself Marvel Icon 12. So simple.
Sure. Hey, it's catchy. I think it's catchy. I remember, like I was saying in the intro, I remember watching your channel at the beginning of last year. I think you were one of the very first channels I watched in Spanish. I remember thinking, this guy just looks like such a nice guy. He's just having fun with his figures. Yeah, no, I really, you got a good vibe. The vibe you put out there is very positive. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Definitely. I always say that I'm like a little kid. I really get excited like a little kid.
Oh, I know. I can see it when you're putting the box, when you the way you have the camera set up and you put the box, is like, I'm gonna open this and I'm gonna show you guys just what I do. Like, it comes through. It's great. It's pretty great. Very personal. It feels good. I like that. I like that. That's what I like about all YouTubers. We have our style, and you know, it's not always about the latest technology, the most fancy video. Sometimes just about the sharing and it just feeling like you're joining me in my room. Here, come and check out what I have, you know, today.
To me, that's what YouTube is all about. At least that's the way I see it.
Gotcha.
I know that collecting sometimes brings a lot of jealousy and discussion, but I really like
everything in life. Everything in life. A lot.
I really like to put all the stuff to the side and see it as another collector, because you don't really get to know many collectors in your daily life. Face to face.
That's right.
So you go to a place like YouTube, and for example, I go to your room through your video, and I see the way you collect, the way that you display your figures, and that really excites me, you know, to see people they're actually like me. Other people see us as weirdos, but we see ourselves like, hey, that's my brother, dude.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, no, that's the beauty of this, because, you know, as I said before, you don't meet a fellow collector at the bus stop while you're waiting for the bus or working. So this is why I got into it. And I'm so glad I met people like you know, especially like last year when I was first starting to socialize with other collectors. You know, I was lucky to meet you and some other fellow collectors, and it's been great now interviewing you guys. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I know it's a tough choice, but is there a favorite figure you have in your collection, or two to come to mind?
Favorite figure in my collection? I would say Days of the Future Past Wolverine. Hot Toys Days of the Future Past Wolverine.
I used to have that figure. It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, the detail on that face is amazing. It's just like Hugh Jackman himself.
Oh, I know, that's the best head sculpt. Sometimes I wish why did I sell it? But it was just I bought it expensive. So a lot of times when you buy something that's so expensive, it's like I got too much money invested in this figure, and that was like 2 years ago or something like that, and that's why I sold it. I didn't feel like. It's like I spent too much on this, so I gotta get my money back. But now it's kind of like, because I need a Wolverine figure in my collection because I really like Wolverine, so I'm gonna get one back. I've had several, that included. The other two were, you know, the Wolverine movie figure, with the jacket, and the samurai one, with the suit. And I'm debating. I want one of those three back at some point. One of them. I want one Wolverine back. He's got to be in the collection. I love Wolverine.
Yeah, me too. He's one of my favorite superheroes. And currently, right now, in the 1/6 area, I think I have at least 4 or 5 different versions of Wolverine.
Yeah, no, he's a great character. Do you think Hugh Jackman is completely finished at this point?
Oh yeah, I mean, since the whole multiverse is you know, it's break loose now, I won't be surprised if he do like a small cameo, maybe on Deadpool, or I don't know, in maybe in a future.
That could be possible. That would be fun to see. Yeah.
Yes. But I don't think he's gonna come back like full time. Honestly, I don't want to see it because he, you know, I would love to, but you know that as he's getting older, it's very difficult for him to keep up in his shape, and actually that's the reason why he don't want to do it anymore. So I would love to see a younger person so that he can stay with us for the next 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. Well, you know, I'm sure we will see more of the character, whether it's Hugh Jackman or someone else. I'm sure in the future.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. Yeah.
So we were touching on this before, but just briefly, how addicting do you think this hobby is in your experience?
Man, it can be very addicting if you don't know how to control yourself. It can destroy your life, to be honest, man. I mean, it can destroy your marriage. It can destroy your bank account. And I'm telling you, because I actually went through this when I was collecting Marvel Legends. Like I was telling you before, I collect from 2004 to 2010, but I was very addicted into it, to the point that I was lying to my wife about money, and because I want them all. I just don't want like very few. I want them all. I wanted the variants. I want the exclusive one from Target or Walmart or Toys R Us, and that's why in 2010, like I came to myself, and I realized that I was not healthy because I was having issues with my wife. I was having money issues, and so I decided to take a break from the whole collecting thing, and I sold my whole collection. Every Marvel Legend I have, I make over $4,500 over that. I use that as a down payment to buy a car that I needed so much at the time. So
hey, well, at least it worked out. That's the good thing. The good thing about it worked out in the end, because the good thing is it's not like smoking, right? You smoke a cigarette and you finish it and you throw away the butt, and there went your money. Like drinking, you know, you drink it and out it goes as well. But this, at least, maybe you don't get all your money back. In some cases, you make more money, but it's safe to say you'll get most of your money back. At least in my experience with Hot Toys, it's been that way. And in collecting video games too.
Yeah, yeah. So in 2011, I took a year. I took a break. In 2011, I started collecting the Marvelicons again. But since then, I got rules. You know, I got rules.
Sure. Yeah, you gotta definitely set some boundaries. Yeah.
Situation I was.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah, to answer your question, if you don't know how to control yourself, yes, it can be very addicting.
Yeah, so that's a message for all you guys out there. You know, just pace yourself and be selective of what you put in your collection. Don't get too anxious and accumulate.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, because it is addicting, and you'll find yourself. We were just talking about this before we started the interview. You know, you'll find yourself that you open a box and you get that, you know, dopamine excitement. Oh, and then you put it in your shelf, and then you're thinking, okay, what's next?
What's next? Yes, that's exactly what happens sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the next section, which is called the favorite section. This will be a choice question. Now in your collection, do you have any Star Wars?
I don't. I used to.
Don't, right? Yeah.
I used to have a Star Wars like maybe 3-4 years ago, but back in the day, economy-wise, we were not doing so well. So I decided to focus just in one team, and you know, I ended up choosing Marvel. Gotcha. So I saw my Star Wars 1/6, and I saw my DC the 1/6. I used to have the DX7 look, Skywalker. That was my favorite.
Yes, I remember you telling me that once.
Yeah, dude, I saw that figure in $500 at the time.
Wow.
I wish I have it back now.
Yeah, now it goes for like double that. I think it goes for like
right, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so that I just wanted to make sure. So, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I would say The Return of the Jedi. Yeah,
I gotta say that the same for me. I have to say
I think that's the one that give you the most feelings and excitement.
Yeah. For me, it was because I watched it. That was the one I watched the most as a kid. It was the one I had available, and then it turned out to be, for me, my favorite. I wouldn't say best because, you know, a lot of people argue Empire Strikes Back, which is so great, but, you know, yeah. Excellent. Favorite DC movie?
Let me think. I know this might sound crazy, but Batman versus Superman, I really enjoy it a lot. I know for some people it sucks so bad, but you know, I don't really go what everybody's saying. Like most people will read critics about the movie and then realize, do I really want to watch this movie or not? But I'm not that way. I just like to sit down and watch the movie, and I ended up liking it a lot. Like the fights. And
I walked into the theater with no expectation, thinking it was going to be ridiculous. Batman versus Superman, it's going to be ridiculous. I walked out of the theater blown away. I loved it. And I became, I wasn't so much of a Zack Snyder fan before that. I mean, I loved, I enjoyed 300. I can't say I loved 300, but I did enjoy it. I watched it several times, but that movie is what made me a Zack Snyder fan. Even Man of Steel, Man of Steel didn't do it.
Really enjoy it.
Yeah, then I go back and enjoy Man of Steel more because of that movie. And then, of course, now we got Zack Snyder's Justice League. Needless to say, it was pretty awesome, at least for me. I know a lot of they're very divided about this one. So
yeah, definitely.
Is it Zack Snyder or not Zack Snyder? But I mean, it would be nice if we can see some more stuff of him in the future and HBO Max.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, and this may be a tough one for you, but favorite Marvel movie?
Ooh, that's tough, man. I like Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier, but I also love Avengers Endgame. I mean, you can take everything out, everything away from that movie, but the last scene when everybody's together, like everybody comes through those portals from Doctor Strange and one.
Yes,
that's just amazing, man. The feeling, the first time you watch that. I mean, no, I take that back. Every time you watch that, it's just amazing. Yeah, yeah.
And favorite none of the above movie, meaning no Marvel, no DC, no Star Wars. Some movie that comes to mind, maybe that you really enjoyed recently or when you were a child.
Oh shoot, you got me there. I really like the Planet of the Apes movies.
Is that right? Nice.
Yeah, I really like them a lot. Everything that is science fiction, I really enjoyed a lot. And also shows that are like from the past, like Vikings or movies about knights and things like that. I really enjoyed.
Nice. Favorite actor or actress that you won? I know there's many.
I don't really have a favorite actor.
Okay.
I guess actresses. I like Scarlett Johansson. I think every movie she made is pretty good, or at least decent.
Sure.
And a male an actor, I don't know, man. It's just so many. I like Leonardo DiCaprio. I like I don't know who else it comes to mind. You know, most people don't like Ben Affleck. I actually enjoy Ben Affleck. I don't mind him at all. You know,
his Batman to me was a very pleasant surprise. I didn't. What did you think about him in Daredevil? Daredevil to me was kind of one of those.
You see, again, that's another example. Like most people don't like that movie. I really enjoy it. I sit down and watch it, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Elektra, you remember, like back in the day, there was like a couple of movies came out. Like Elektra came out, Daredevil came out. Also,
I liked Daredevil better than Elektra. Elektra to me started to feel a little too cheesy. I mean, for everybody,
cheesy,
everybody's got different tastes, of course. And you know, if anything you like and I don't like, more power to you because you like it, you enjoy it. But I agree. I agree.
Do you know which actor I really like? Like every movie he makes, I really enjoyed. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. No, he's good. I really liked him in that one movie with Jack Nicholson and Leonardo DiCaprio. I forgot the name of it though. Directed by Scorsese. I forgot. It's a mob movie. It doesn't come to mind now.
I know which one you're talking about.
You know which one I'm talking about, right?
I forgot the name too.
Yep, it's all right. We can't remember everything. There's so much stuff as YouTubers. We gotta remember. We gotta remember like every name of every part of this. Everything's got a name. Oh gosh,
too much going on. Yeah,
way too much.
Seriously,
indeed. What's your favorite vehicle, like in movies? Any favorite
vehicle? My favorite what?
Vehicle.
My favorite vehicle? Ooh, that's fancy. The Blackbird from X-Men. Is that how it's called, right? The Blackbird?
I don't know.
Yeah, the ones from in the Fox X-Men movies. It was a cool looking vehicle. Yeah.
Okay.
Blackbird.
Is it like
sure
what is it like? It's it's where they go travel around, right?
Exactly.
It's like this. Yeah, their shuttle. Yeah, I got you. I'm not sure the name.
It came out of what you're talking about. Basketball field in the movies.
Okay. So that vehicle. Cool. All right. Next, we have some choice questions. Okay. This choice or this choice. If you were to choose between quality or quantity, which would you choose?
Oh, no, quality. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay. Definitely.
Light side or dark side?
Light side. I'm a good boy. Give me my cookie.
Yeah. This one, I think I know the answer, but hey, I may be surprised. Hang on a minute. Hang on just a second. We have a guest who wants to ask you something.
Go for it.
Hey, how are you?
Oh shoot, what's up, Bruce?
I'm just a bat. What am I? I'm wearing a Marvel T-shirt here.
There you go, man. You never disappoint me.
So your name is Jonathan? Marvelicons12.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of strange for me to ask you this question, but I'm gonna go for it anyways. Let me see if I can get the bat sign here with bat, because this is a section with the bat. So, are you ready? I'm afraid to ask you this question, but
go for it.
Marvel or DC?
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go with Marvel, man. Although I love you, I love Batman and Superman are my favorite from DC. But if I have to choose a universe, I have to go with Marvel. Please don't come at night and beat me up.
I'll think about that. We'll see your collection later. If you have some good DC pieces, you are forgiven, my friend.
I do. In fact, I think I have at least 5 different versions of you, Bruce.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, well, that sounds pretty good
to me. Yes, sir.
So, I have one more question. What about if you had to choose between Superman or Batman?
Why you gotta go there? My favorite DC superhero is Superman.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry, hey, but
it's all right. Hey, everybody's got their taste, but I know you do like Batman, so
I do. I do. Yes, sir.
I do like the Dark Knight. We're gonna take a look at your collection later. I know you have a Dark Knight figure there, so hey. All right. Well, that's all from me. Maybe I'll catch you a little.
Nice meeting you, sir.
All right. I'll see you. The bat's out.
Go kick ass.
Bat.
That was awesome. That's a pretty cool looking mask, man.
Yeah, you know,
who made that?
I'm hoping. I don't know. That was here a store in Japan that have all kinds of, you know, not Halloween, I want to say, but they have all kinds of stuff from superheroes to books to. It's a very fun shop. And I remember walking in there and seeing that like 2 or 3 years ago. I was like, I gotta have that. And there it is. And now a creature invades my channel because I got the mask.
That's awesome. So, I like it. That's very original.
Yeah. So all right, let's continue here. Let's get this bat sign out because we don't have him anymore. So we're continuing with choice questions. Here's one interesting, maybe again tough, but you know, I always say we all love these characters, but it's just to see which character pulls you a little bit more. You know.
Okay.
Iron Man, Captain America, or Spider-Man?
Come again?
Iron Man, Captain America, or Spider-Man?
Oh, Cap. I don't even have to think about that. Captain America, gotcha.
Yeah. Luke or Darth Vader?
Luke Skywalker, yeah.
Mandalorian or Boba Fett?
Boba. Old school, man. 42 years old here.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, you know, I'm a big Boba Fett fan, but I became more of a Boba Fett fan through The Mandalorian. Now the Book of Boba coming later on this year. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, although The Mandalorian is an amazing show. I love it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. What a great thing for Star Wars. Yes.
It is.
Arnold or Stallone?
Stallone.
Really?
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone, yeah.
You're more Rambo than Terminator. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
maybe?
Yeah. I mean, they're both great, but if I have to choose one, it will be Sylvester.
Yes. Do you like video games much? I like to ask that, since I'm a collector.
I don't play video games anymore. There is a video game in it's an application called. It's very popular actually. It's called Marvel Contest of Champions.
Oh yes, I know about
it. I've been playing that game for the past 6 years. I log in every day. We have I mean, you can do missions yourself. You have an alliance of 30 people where you work together to reach different goals. And that's the only game I play. My kids, they love video games. They have their Xbox, their PlayStation, but I don't really get in their room to check out new video games. I only play that one.
Gotcha. Great. So now, since you're a YouTuber, let's just talk a little bit about your channel briefly, and then we're going to take a look at your collection. When did you start YouTube?
2011, the Marvelicons account. Yeah, 2011.
And just tell us briefly about your channel. You know, plug us your channel. Tell us about what you enjoy doing. We were talking a little bit before, but in your own words,
Yeah, my channel is basically I don't consider myself like a very popular YouTuber. I'm just a guy who make videos about the new figures I get. I do unboxings, I do reviews, I do collection videos, and that's about it, man. I really enjoy putting out videos about figures that sometimes you don't see on YouTube. Like if you type in a type of figure, sometimes it's nobody else with a review or a video about that figure. So I really enjoy. Not because I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm going to get a lot of views. No, I'm thinking like this is going to help out somebody else in the future. Because I don't know, I'm pretty sure you're the same way. Like before before you buy a figure to add in your collection, you like to see pictures, you like to see videos to have an idea how it looks on hand. So I enjoy watching those videos before I buy or I purchase a new collectible. So that's basically what it is. Marvelicon12 is a channel about me enjoying my collection, doing quick unboxings, doing quick reviews, and also collection videos.
You know, I while you're saying that, I can't help but think myself, as a collector and YouTuber, I still haven't broke one rule. There's one rule I wanted to set especially when I started doing YouTube, is never buy a figure because you want to show it off on your channel and that's it. It's a figure I want in my collection, and then I'll share it on my channel.
I don't do that. I see, and I don't have a problem with that.
No, of course not. Of course not. No. It's just us talking about us as individuals, what we like to do. Yes,
exactly. What I'm saying is that I see many YouTubers that as soon as a figure comes out, Hot Toys or any other 1/6, they buy it so they can review it on their channel. Sometimes they try to be the very first one. And there's nothing wrong with that. Please, guys, don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
I'm not like that. I actually sometimes I buy figures that nobody's even after them. You know, I just buy the figure, and since it's new, I will make a video about it. You know, that's how I do the video stuff here in my home.
Yep. So speaking of, we were mentioning about other YouTubers. As a YouTuber, any other channels that you enjoy watching that you would like to mention?
Well, there's a bunch of my friends like you that I like to watch. But the first one that comes into my mind that I really enjoy watching is Justin Collectibles. I like the guy. I think he's a very outgoing guy, and the way he do his reviews. Honestly, I don't know why he gets so much hate, like Jesus. But I mean, everybody gets to have their own taste.
Well, he when it comes to Hot Toys, he's #1. So, you know, when you accumulate those kind of numbers, there's a price to pay, which is that, you know, you reach out to a lot of people, and sometimes you're going to reach out to a lot of people who are not so kind.
It is. That's exactly the truth. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of guys that I watch.
Yeah.
I mean, lately I've been kind of away from YouTube, but I have a bunch of guys in Spanish that I like to support and go check their videos and stuff like that. But when it comes to like big guys in YouTube, like again Justin Collectibles, and I really enjoy watching Chardemus Prime. You ever heard of him?
Oh, of course. Oh, who hasn't? I was going to say who hasn't, but yeah, no, of course. I mean, the guy's. I've been watching him for years. Yes.
Yeah, I love him. He's so original.
Yeah. Great. Okay, so it's time to take a look at your collection. Let's take a look. Let's see. So let's bring it in here. This is going to look familiar to you, right?
Ooh. Good looking collection.
Yeah, no, it's sure. This is really nice, man. This is real sweet. I love how this looks. And this is just one section of your room, right? You have another section of this room.
Right. That's mainly the 1/6 area.
So yeah, basically I want, talk us through this. This is your collection. This is your room. It's like me. I'm entering your room right now, and everybody watching, we're entering your room. We're going to check it out here. And one quick question before we continue here is, how much of an investment do you think these pieces are? Do you look at them as a possible investment for the future?
Not right now, but I know that maybe in the future, at some point, I might just get tired of the whole thing and sell it. And I always tell my wife, like, you never know. Maybe one day we just sell the whole thing and we go on vacations to Europe.
Sure. That's true. That's true. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look here. This is from another angle.
Right.
Very nice setup. Very nice. So let's see here. So here first, you want to talk us through it here a little bit? Whatever you see on screen. Anything you want to mention about these? These are your pieces, so I'm sure everyone has a history. Something you want to mention?
I mean, that's the Hot Toys Ultron right there.
Yeah,
beautiful piece. I feel like that's an underrated figure because most people don't really is after him. But it's beautiful. He's beautiful on display.
I've seen this at one of my toy hunts. I've seen this piece in display. It looks pretty cool. Absolutely.
Hey, and I'm sure if Hot Toys decide to make that guy on diecast, that would be insane.
It would be heavy, but yes. Yeah. Because he's big.
Exactly.
He's big. He's larger than an Iron Man figure. He's larger than an Iron Man.
He's about the size of Thanos, pretty much, I will say.
Yeah. So is this is Civil War Ant-Man?
That's the Civil War Ant-Man. Yeah, beautiful piece. Let's go a lot better than the Endgame or the Ant-Man and the Wasp version.
Yeah, Mr. or Super Extra Mega Smiley guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like super happy face. Yeah. And then I know
you love this. I remember seeing your review on this. Man, you got this guy not that long ago, right?
Beautiful Hot Toys, the Hulk, the very first one. To me, the best version of the Hulk made by Hot Toys so far. He's just amazing, man. The detail, the paint on the veins, the chest. I mean, it's just a beautiful piece.
This
Truly
is
one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is signature Thor. Hulk, not Thor, Hulk. But yeah, to me, this is like the more comic accurate versus, the Age of Ultron is cool, but the pants, the rips in the pants and all that, to me, that's more Hulk. It screams more Hulk.
Exactly.
It's a nice piece, man. Yeah, indeed.
And over there, we got some Netflix superheroes, Daredevil and Jessica Jones. And then underneath, there's T'Challa. That's a costume I made. And then there's a costume. I really enjoy making costumes. You will see a lot of costumes or kit batch. I would say there's more kit batch than anything because, I get different pieces of eBay or different websites online, like clothing and shoes and weapons and hats. And I put together my own versions. And so, yeah, you will see a lot of those in my collection.
Nice. We got some Ghost Rider action there.
Yeah, we have the Ghost Rider from the movie and also the Ghost Rider from the Agents of Chill. A very, very cool looking figure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got.
Then we have the twin brothers right there, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. And to your right, or to my right, to my left, actually, that's the Mondo Collectibles. Beautiful, beautiful pieces, man. I'm in love with those Mondo Collectibles.
As soon as I saw them, as soon as I said them, it's like, those are Mondo, right? And I haven't had a Mondo figure yet, but they look pretty awesome for what I see here.
They're beautiful, man. It's like they just grab the toys from your childhood and they make them in one scale looking amazing. You know, I really, really love them.
Yeah. You know, Merman, you know what Merman's original name was supposed to be?
I heard that before. I can't remember right now. It was something weird.
Seaman. But Seaman, if you say it too quick, you don't want to say that too quick.
Yeah, I remember the guys joking about that. Like, we can't put that name out there. Like, that's not going to sound right.
Yeah, that was from the Toys We Love documentary. And
yes, awesome.
That got me back into wanting, very interested in. That got me back into He-Man. Actually, it was like one of those reboots for me. I want to get some He-Man figures.
Very, very good documentary.
That documentary is excellent. Love it. Yeah, and then we have Faker, right? That's Faker next to him.
That's the Faker. Yes.
Man of Arms and Skeletor. And what do we have?
We have Netflix superheroes, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. And then on the other side, we have Man at Arms or Duncan. And that's a Skeletor. But that's actually the Keldor figure made by Mondo. And he comes with two different heads. So you can either display him with the Keldor head or the Skeletor head. In my case, since that's the only Skeletor that I have, I would like to keep him that way, at least for now.
Sweet. Oh, it looks good. I like all the cape.
Oh, man, Man at Arms is just amazing. So far, my favorite two are Man at Arms and Merman. The detail is just amazing.
Sure looks like it, yeah. And then, of course, we got He-Man on top there, yeah.
I have two different versions of He-Man. I have the Mondo Collectibles. That's a custom head that I bought from a Mexican artist with the look from the 80s He-Man. Like what was the Filmation He-Man. And then right next to that one, I have the Mr. Toy He-Man, which is a set that you put together. Most people use a Fison body, but I use a Warbox body just to make it look different. And on the other side, we have the Hot Toys Age of Ultron Hawkeye and Ronnie.
Cool. Some Funko Pops.
I do, and it's funny because those Funko Pops, all the ones that I have, it's only the 10-inch. You know, we have the small ones and then the 10-inch version. And
I forgot about that. Yeah, these are larger. Yeah.
Yeah, I only have like 4 or 5, and all the ones I have is because my wife gave it to me. She's like wanting me to get into that. Like, I'm not really want to.
Yeah. I always say they're a little too cute for me, but in Japan, people love this kind of cuteness.
Yeah,
so I know. There's
Funko collectors, man.
Well, the cool thing about they cover everything. Like they have like any character you can imagine.
Yes, exactly.
Crazy. All right, so this is basically what we saw. Just kind of. Yeah. Just taking a look here from a little bit more of a distance, and then we're gonna move on. So you store your boxes under this cabinet. Some of them.
Some of them, yeah, just to take advantage of the space I have over there. But I have a closet and the bathroom, and I use that closet for all of my boxes, all of them.
You must have a ton.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, like more than 175 action figures. Just imagine all the boxes.
Yes, I can only imagine.
So I'm thankful to have plenty room in my collection room. Yeah.
No, your collection room is. I mean, I love how spacey it looks. It looks quite large of a room from what I can see.
It is. It's basically a game room. Here in
That's
Texas,
sweet. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, here in Texas, a lot of houses, especially the new ones, will come with a game room, and this one in special is the only room upstairs. And so if you come upstairs, it's because you come into this room. And my wife, when we got this new home 2 years ago, she's like, you know what, you can take the game room for yourself. You can do whatever you want. So
nice.
I ended up.
I remember when I was living in Minnesota, a lot of people had a game room as well. It was kind of a popular thing there, but they usually had it like a pool table and maybe
exactly. That's what people do. Like they will put a TV, a big TV, and make it like a TV room, or some people will put like a pool table with video games and things like that.
Well, dude, this is the best game room I've seen so far.
Thank you.
Look at this. I mean, you got
right
an
there,
amazing amount of pieces.
You have all my Avengers, and you have some Iron Man pieces right there.
These are in the top shelf, and I like that poster you have there. You know, it's a framed Avengers. It looks like Avengers Infinity War from the look of the Avengers logo.
Avengers Infinity War. My wife bought that for me. I don't remember which store was, but yeah, it's a pretty cool looking poster. Yeah.
Oh, I love Avengers Infinity War. That really, you know, I've always liked Iron Man, and I became like I was saying before. I did like comics, Spider-Man comics when I was a child, but I wasn't so into Marvel until the first Iron Man movie. That got me into Marvel. That got me into Iron Man and therefore some Marvel. But what really got me super excited about Marvel is this movie, Infinity War.
Yeah, very, very cool looking. And the feel when the movie is over is just wow.
It's the kind of movie that, you watch it and then you want to see every other piece. I don't think I'd seen, but when I saw Infinity War, I don't think I'd seen every movie that connects it. And I had to after that. So, yeah. Yep. So, got some Iron Man action.
Iron Man pieces on top.
Oh, I see the Mark III. Always liked the Mark III.
That was my very first Iron Man Hot Toys I ever had, the Mark III.
He's a little bit short, right? A little bit too short.
It is, yeah. Especially the very first version.
Yeah.
And then we have some of the Avengers. The main display case in the middle is mostly my Avengers. And then I believe the bottom is Captain America related figures. And I don't remember 100%, but I think the bottom part is X-Men.
Okay. Here you got there's Thor you were mentioning.
Yeah.
I love that Thor. I love that Thor Infinity War Thor.
Yeah, same.
I just got the Endgame version, but I
saw that, yeah. What do you think?
I still prefer the Infinity War ever so slightly. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to buy the Endgame Thor. I just don't like Thor looking fat. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. Hey, but you love customizing, and you know what you can do. You know, here's one thing that I tried, and I'm thinking to display him like that, is you get the Infinity War Thor body with the naked arms and the Endgame head sculpt, looking all Thorish with the long hair and beard. And that is like one of the versions of the comic books. Yeah,
that's true. It looks very good. The head sculpt is very good.
Yeah, the head sculpt is really good. And then the Stormbreaker. What I love is the head sculpt and the Stormbreaker. I almost feel like those are the two things that got me buying the figure. The head, of course, and the Stormbreaker. The body, not so much.
Yeah, right now he's not in my mind. Like bring it to the collection room. But I don't know. Maybe in the future, if I get a good deal, who knows?
Yeah. Oh, it's a nice piece. I mean, it's a hot toy at the end of the day. So of course, it's a very nice piece.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah. So, okay, we're going down here to...
And that's mostly Captain America related figures. I have different versions of Cap, and then you see Falcon and Crossbone, Red Skull, you know, people that are related to Captain America. And then that's the mutants shelf.
Oh,
mostly Toys Era and also Toys. They have been doing us a favor by producing figures that Hot Toys don't make.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yeah, very thankful for those companies.
Yeah, no, that's always good to get the variety, because you know now we're getting some Back to the Future figures, which is nice that they're rebooting that line. But for the most part, they're only sticking to the 3, you know, which is nice. We love the 3, but I like getting a little more variety. Not so playing it safe, you know, playing it safe with the main Marvel characters, the main Star Wars characters, and the main DC characters. Variety is nice. Right. So yeah,
it is.
I see you have the Days of Future Past we were talking about, Wolverine right there. Wolverine. I'm jealous. I want that guy back.
Such a beautiful piece. That's a holy grail for a lot of people now.
I can see you have him standing in the middle. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, so here is some shots you sent me. Did you change the shelf, the bottom shelf? You changed it up at some point?
I do. I mean, I change my display at least every 2 months. That way I can dust everything, clean it, and also give it like a fresh look to the collection room.
Yeah, and I remember seeing a video of you treating the pleather on, like, for example, this Star-Lord.
Yes.
You're sharing with people what you do to preserve, because we all know that these figures will deteriorate over time. Certain jackets like this Star-Lord.
Exactly.
So yeah, I know it's great that you've been sharing that on your channel and how to what works for you to preserve these figures.
Yes, man. Hey, man, this figure ain't cheap. You know,
yeah.
The cheapest ones you get, they're $200, and that's cheap for a hot toy.
Yes.
So if you can do the best to keep them in, you know, in the best shape, you should do it, you know. And that's a lot of things that you can do. You put together, like for example, like keep your figures in AC, keep them away from the sunlight, and don't go too crazy about posing. Like don't do a lot of crazy posings. At least that's what I do, and it's been working for me, you know.
Yeah. No, not going too dynamic to stress the materials of the jackets and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, we all know, you know, Iron Spider comes to mind. That figure, I know you have that figure, and gotta be real careful with that one.
Exactly.
So this is Guardians of the Galaxy, which is that looks sweet.
It does. Then you have some Avengers again. That's you see, it's the same display case, but it's a different setup.
Right. And then the top one, as we saw before.
Right.
And then we have another version that you sent me here. Slightly different.
Exactly. It was
a little hard for me to spot the differences, but there is definitely some differences. It's kind of interesting seeing your the evolve, how it evolved from.
That's another thing that I really enjoy, like always changing things around to take pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, I noticed that Infinity War cap, I think, wasn't there before.
Beautiful piece.
Yeah. The Infinity War is unique. It's not, you know, it's not standard signature Captain America.
Exactly.
But it's for Captain America fans like yourself that are, you know, really big fans. I can totally understand how you would want that look, and such a great movie, source material. You know, again, Infinity War. I see the box there on the top too. Did you like him with the beard, like Thor?
I do. I mean, it's exactly what you're just saying. It's such a different figure. It's that's not what you see in Captain America all the time. Right. So if you are a Cap fan, that's a beautiful piece to have.
Yeah, I know. Like Infinity War, they kind of changed the look of the characters. They were testing out different looks for the characters, and then with Endgame, they kind of went a little more standard, which is kind of interesting. The designs.
Right.
Yeah. So here we're taking a look at the shelf next. Next over. And we're going to take a little closer look here.
Yeah, you see some mutants. All the ones on the bottom, they're custom, like kit batch that I put together with extra pieces and uniforms from the Soso toys and our figures. And then on top you see the Mandarin and Ultron Mark 1, Sideshow Collectibles, Deadpool, which is the cheapest. The cheapest 1/6 figure I ever bought in eBay. I paid $35 for that thing.
Hey,
complete everything with the box, everything.
I was going to say that Mandarin figure is an older piece, and you know, maybe lately it might be going up a little bit in price, but it's always been a cheaper piece. But the head sculpt looks really great on it.
It's such a good head sculpt. Yeah, great quality.
Here we have Thor. I love this version of Thor. I mean, Thor. Well, I keep calling every figure Thor today. Maybe it's because your favorite character. Thanos.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this Thanos for what he represented in the movie Infinity War.
Yeah.
I mean, he won, dude. He destroyed all the Avengers. They never see him coming. And that's why I like this representation so much.
Yeah,
you know, it's like when the Empire Strike Back, the movie, like the way you see Darth Vader, like he kick everybody's ass.
Yeah,
and that's what I see these Infinity War Thanos.
Yeah, no, this Infinity War Thanos is pretty great. Yeah, but the other guy looks pretty small next to him. The armored one.
That was the very first version. That was from the Hot Toys Guardians of the Galaxy Thanos.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, he's small.
Yeah. And then now here we do have some Thor. I know I said Thor favorite character. I know Captain America is your favorite character, but is Thor's pretty up there, isn't there? He is.
He is definitely at least he's in my top 4, I will say. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
This figure, the Dark World version, I feel he's one of my favorite Thor figures. He's so old. I mean, that figure came out maybe in 2013, 2014. Don't remember exactly, but it's still pretty good.
Pretty
figure.
Good, huh?
Detail and everything.
I've been very tempted to get the Age of Ultron one.
Yeah, very similar too.
Yeah. And that one I see around for a pretty good price. $200 bucks, a little below $200 sometimes. So
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You got some Captain Marvel there?
I have the comic version that I also got very cheap on eBay, like for $65, something like that. And then the one next to it is a custom. It's a custom kit batch I made using the Captain America from the Disney store.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, I use everything: the clothing, hands. I believe the boots I got from somewhere else, and then the head sculpt. It's one of those generic head sculpts you get of AliExpress or eBay for like $25.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I haven't get the Hot Toys version because I have on pre-order the Endgame version.
The Endgame version, yeah.
Right,
that
right.
Should be coming. It should be coming soon. Yeah, it should be coming.
Yeah,
soon,
it's already paying everything in Sideshow. I'm just waiting for the thing to come out. Jesus.
Yes, I know. Hot Toys is just pre-orders to the
ridiculous, man.
Yeah, too long. You know, sometimes I think is like, should I pre-order a figure? I mean, I don't pre-order, but I'm thinking to get. I did pre-order and I kind of stopped doing that. I stopped riding that train because sometimes I think if I order this figure and it's going to come in 2 years, who guarantees me that I'm still going to be? I mean, I'll probably still be into this hobby, but what if I'm not?
Right, right.
So
yeah, I think the
change.
longest I ever
2 years, so many things can change in your life, right?
I think the longest I ever wait for a pre-order from Hot Toys was the Wasp. Hot Toys the Wasp. It took like 2.5 years, maybe more than that.
Oh,
yeah, it's crazy. Hey, you see this guy right here?
This is a great piece. Yes.
Dude, He's amazing. And
he looks like it, yeah.
I bought this guy over Facebook Market for $250.
What? Wow.
Yeah, I know, and it's crazy to think.
Wow,
that he
yeah,
goes
no,
for
it
like
sounds like a really good deal to me. I don't know how much this guy's going for currently, but I would imagine
right
it's much more than that.
Right now, here in the US, he goes for around $600.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that's
great looking piece too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then on the corner right there, you have some mainly Spider-Man. You see all
I did
the
notice
different
that. Yeah.
movies, and in the bottom is a Punisher from the Netflix series, and you see some Guardians. I finally got the Scarlet Spider Hot Toys, a beautiful piece. To me, that's the best Spider-Man I have right now in my collection.
You said Iron Spider?
No, the Scarlet Spider.
Oh, Scarlet Spider. Okay.
Yeah, such a
really
beautiful
like that
piece.
one. Yeah. Okay. And it's different. Yeah, it's interesting looking. That's for sure. Let's see. And you have that. What's the name of that one? That purple Spider-Man.
That's the 2099.
Okay.
Yeah, the Spider-Man from the future.
Yeah, and they never did that Velocity suit one, right? I remember they teased that one.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. I don't think I will get like every version, but I would like to build a decent Spider-Verse. You know, like my favorite suits from the comics, and also like the different movie versions. That's something that I'm looking forward to get.
Do you have a favorite Spider-Man version from the movies? Is
an actor?
Yeah, an actor that played Spider-Man that you prefer.
The new one. I mean, I like
Tom Holland. Yeah, Tom Holland. He's great. Tom Holland.
Yeah, yeah. I feel, I don't know. Maybe it's because he is in the MCU.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that helps too. Yeah,
I think that's what it is. But I mean, Andrew Garfield and the other one. What was the first one? Right now.
Yeah, I know. I lost it.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah, we both remembered like at the same time. Yeah, Tobey Maguire. Right. Yeah, no. To me, still he pulls me the most, and I like the design, the Sam Raimi design.
Yeah, I mean, that was an amazing. Those three movies were amazing, especially the number 2 with Dr. Octopus.
Yes, which we have right here. I can see him.
That's actually a Kid Bash. No, it's not the Toys R Us. I'm looking.
I was going to say Toys R Us. Okay.
But that's a Kid Bash I made.
Okay. And I do see you have Tobey Maguire's head sculpt there on the body with the black, right?
Yeah, that's a beautiful head sculpt. And,
I mean, so it's older, but hey, it's Tobey Maguire's head sculpt that comes with his body.
It is. For being something so old, that's a very nice head sculpt.
I was going to say it comes with venomized Spider-Man. Is that what he would be considered? Black Spider-Man, I know, but and everything's venomized nowadays, right?
yeah. But when he came out in 2013, maybe, the Black Spider-Man, to me, that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, it's slightly better than the previous one, which I still have. I still like that one. The original Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that one. Like, I've been looking around to get it. But since since Spider-Man is so popular these days.
With the new Spider-Man movie coming, everything seems to point at the direction that we will see him. So we're going to get a figure.
Most definitely, yeah.
We'll get that Tobey Maguire old school look, hopefully in the movie, and therefore get a figure.
Right.
So this is another section of the same room, correct?
Yes. Okay. On this side, to my right, you will see the Marvel Legends icons and the Marvel Legends 12-inch. And on the other side, I have some MOTU, some DC, and few 12-inch also.
Nice. And I like the lighting setup. I've always liked a little darker, even though now my room is all lit, because that's how I like to have it for these. But usually when I chill and I just want to, relax in my room, look at my collection, I have it a little darker. I like those darker sceneries.
Thank you.
Not so bright. The light's not so bright. I I was debating for a while to get those LEDs, that those strip lights and all that, but I feel like they're just a little too bright. And when I chill, I just want very mellow, kind of like this mood. I like this mood you got here.
Yeah, the lights, they do so much of a difference in your collection. The way it looks, you can appreciate more the figures. And I just love the way it looks.
Looks good. This Hulk, what's this Hulk Whopper?
That's actually a bottle Hulk. It's a copy, and I bought that like maybe 5-6 years ago for like $45.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good for a bootleg, that's for sure.
It really does. And there's 2 different versions. There is one that is very, very green.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it
before. This one is actually very decent for $45. You know. And now that I have the Hot Toys, I thought about selling him, but I was like, what's the point? I mean, it looks nice in my collection room, so I just leave it here.
You know, one thing that I was thinking recently, since we just got the, I don't know how interested you are in the end game Hulk. A lot of people are not so interested.
I don't think that I'm gonna go out to try to get it, but if I ever get a good deal, I definitely will.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about the size, right? Like he's too small in this one, and now they're saying that maybe the Age of Ultron and Original Avengers Hulk are maybe a little too big. Like, I don't even know. But then I was thinking maybe this guy's the right size because he's a little smaller, this bootleg version. So
yeah,
who's to know now, like, which one is the right size?
That's a good question, sir.
Yeah,
it is a good question.
But they're all great figures in their ways.
Yeah, definitely.
So here, what do we got here?
Yeah, so those guys, like I was saying, is mainly Marvel Legends icons and Marvel Legends 12-inch made by Toy Biz and made by Hasbro. And then I have some friendly lines that they go with them, like the Spider-Man Rotocast, like the Hulk Rotocast. And I also have some Build figures from the Marvel Legends 6-inch. And I mean, I put everything together, and that's how it looks.
Yeah, looks good. I mean, I'm not into this type of figure, but seeing him displayed here, yeah, it's got a very comic book feel to it. This display,
exactly. Like. That's mostly what I tell people when people come into my room and they're not really into collecting. I will say normally like the 1/6 area is where the movie figures are, and the 12-inch is mostly like comic book versions. Yeah,
sweet. And here we have some more Marvel.
Yep.
Daredevil.
Some very old school Marvel Studios figures, also made by Toy Biz. Very, very old school. I will say those were the very first 1/6 superhero action figures. Yeah, I'm talking about like 2002, 2003, made by Toy Biz. Yeah.
I'm noticing in your collection a lot. The trend seems to be Captain America as like your centerpiece. I see that a lot here.
Oh yeah, I have at least 12 to 15 different Captain Americas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I have a little bit of a MOTU. I have
this is great.
Yeah. That's like my little childhood area. I will say I have some different versions of He-Man. I have the 2000X He-Man. I have the Revelations He-Man. I have the Origins He-Man.
Yeah, Origins is great.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting the old classic He-Man and Battle Cat. That's something that I had to get it.
You know, I had to get it back last year. I actually found one original He-Man and Battle Cat last year. You remember, like it was, I think, like December last year. I was really going through a He-Man phase, and I'm still into it. I recently got Stinkor, which, by the way, he still stinks. I like to say that. I like to say that, like in every interview. Could you believe that this figure is so old and still? You got to get close in, but he still has the scent, and that brought back such good memories. Oh my god,
that's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, this Origins line is pretty cool, and the original, there's something special about that original.
Oh yeah,
He-Man and Battle Cat. There is something real special about them.
Yeah, definitely a connection there.
Yeah. Yeah, me like you, nostalgia. You know, nostalgia kicks in. Is like,
yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
So here, we're moving in to you kind of. What was it? I was a little confused as to, is this the same shelf and then you made some changes?
Yeah,
and you added some DC?
that's exactly what it is. Yeah,
okay.
Like I was saying earlier, I like to clean and move things around. Like you see this picture, if I take a picture of the same area, it totally looks different right now.
Okay, hang on a minute. Yeah. Somebody's a little bit excited here. Hang on.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey, I'm back. How are you doing, Jonathan? Hey, yeah. Go ahead and have your drink because I want to chill out here 1 second, take a minute to appreciate these
Hey,
DC
like I
pieces.
promise you, I have a couple of different versions of yourself, Bruce. I have two versions.
Yeah, looks like my cow here. Yeah, I like that Dark Knight figure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that Hot Toys?
I have a Hot Toys version, and then I have like a Mattel version around 13-inch. Very nice, made by the Four Horsemen. I don't know if you ever heard about them, but they're very popular in the toy community.
Huh. You know, you do prefer Superman, and you do have 2 Superman figures is your centerpieces, but you do have 4 Batmans, so
surrounding them. Yeah, there you go. You see, I told you that you have a place in my heart.
I'm not disappointed. And I see Wonder Woman too, Green Lantern, and the Flash. Very sweet. I'm pleased.
There you go.
Fun. Excellent. All right, I'll catch you.
Awesome, Bruce.
I think he was pleased with that.
And there you go. I really like that mask.
Yeah, no, that mask is pretty cool. It wasn't expensive either. I don't remember how much, but it's definitely under $40, I want to say.
Wow, it looks pretty good.
It's so easy because you know how the original you would have to paint your eyes and all that, but this comes with you don't have to paint your eyes, which that's very convenient. So some more He-Man. Oh, these are the Mondo figures we're looking at. Right. It's the same ones as before, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
And just kind of changing things around.
The Ghost Rider, you see, it's mostly the same stuff, like in a different way to display it.
Yeah. Yeah, just looking at different variants of your display here, which is real sweet.
That's how it looks right now. In this picture, that's how the display looks right now.
Sweet. Are you excited about the new Venom? There'll be Carnage Venom.
Oh movie? Yeah. I mean, there's so many good movies coming.
There is that new Spider-Man movie. I'm excited. That trailer got me pretty excited.
Did you watch Shang-Chi yet?
I haven't. No. It's one of those. I'm not in a hurry. Let's just put it that way. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I didn't read the comics. I know nothing.
Yeah,
but I'm interested.
Let me tell you that me neither. I mean, I know who Shang-Chi is. I never really read any comics from him, but the movie is awesome, man. The movie has action. It's funny.
I'll check it out, definitely.
It's a very good movie.
That's good to know. It's good to know. And here, is this the more recent DC display?
Yeah. What I did there is I put the 1/6 figures on top, and then the 12-inch versions from Mattel in the bottom.
Yeah. And then we have Christopher Reeve as well as Henry Cavill. You added him to the collection.
Yeah. And then I got the Batman Arkham City. I think that's the Hot Toys version. Hey, you know what? That figure is so underrated, man. I've seen it here in the States for around $120, and it's such a beautiful piece. I mean, I got that figure on a trade. I trade these couple of things with a friend of mine in California.
Yeah, I've heard in your videos you have this guy that you like to trade with. That's great. I miss trading. I enjoy trading. Trades.
Yeah, cool. And this guy, I mean, I opened that box and I was very impressed with the figure, the detail, the muscle suit. I really enjoy the figure. I can't believe he's going for 120 to 140 a Hot Toys. You know, very, very underrated.
Yes. So we're taking a look at these real quick. So as mentioned, the Henry Cavill known. I should have rolled this while you were talking about this figure in particular we have here, but just taking a closer look.
Yes, sir. You have some more.
So when did Thor look like this in the comics? Was that a more recent Thor? Because that's what I was saying about before. This is a look that he had in the comics, and if you have both Hot Toys, you can combine them and give him this look.
And that's right. You're right. Yeah, that's more like the Ultimate Thor. I don't know if you know about the Ultimate comics, which is
you know so much more about the comic aspect.
Yeah, the Ultimate comics by Marvel is more like a realistic superhero. They're more realistic in these comics. And yeah, so this figure that you see there is Ultimate Thor. It's a custom kit batch, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting seeing these different looks that the characters have had throughout the years.
Yes, sir.
Again, very comic. Feels very comic book here.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then you have the DC Giants of Justice. These were made by Mattel. And yeah, right 12-inch figures. Those are, I mean, they came out from 2008 to 2011, and most of them were exclusive from like San Diego Comic Con or New York Toy Fair, things like that.
Yeah, I like this. I love the black suit Superman look.
Yeah, ever since he came out pretty good.
Yeah, ever since Zack Snyder's Zack Snyder is pretty true to the comics, I would say. And Darkseid, the way Darkseid looks is very comic book to me. So
yeah.
And that's basically going to wrap up. This is just the final shot showing the other beautiful display. Again, I like the mood. It's very, very nice.
Thanks, man.
How often do you find yourself sitting there in those sofas you have in the middle and just staring at your collection?
All the time. I mean, whenever I have a chance that I'm not working, I'm not doing things with the family, I'm not in church, I would just come here because I have a TV here. So I'll just put a movie. And that's funny because sometimes I'm not even watching the movie. I'm just staring out the shelves.
Hey, yeah, I've been there and done that.
But I guess that's a thing that we all collectors do.
Yeah. So, you know, I know you're busy. Thank you so much for being here. Jonathan, it's really been a pleasure. I really appreciate
thanks so much.
taking the time. And for you guys watching, make sure to check out Marvelicons12. His channel is in Spanish, but he's got a great channel. And some of you, I know you do speak Spanish. So especially if you do speak Spanish, you need to check him out. And as you can see, he does speak English. He may do some videos in the future in English, perhaps. I don't know. I don't want to say something that you are not going to do, but but yeah, you used to do them in English, didn't you? And then you stopped.
Right. I used to do videos in Spanish in English.
Yeah.
But that's so much work, man.
I know. I've been there. Me too.
Again, you do YouTube videos and filming and it takes so much time, and doing a video in Spanish and then doing the same video in English. Wow, that's a lot of work. And since Spanish is my first language, it's a lot easier for me. But I'm always answering questions to English-speaking people that ask me, like, "Hey, where do you get this? Or how do you build this custom?" And Instagram, pretty much all my postings are in English. And so yeah, if people have questions, I'm more than
That's great.
They're welcome to help.
Yeah. Yes. Answer people's questions. Is, you know, we do get new collectors coming into the game all the time that they don't.
All the time.
They have so many. They're wondering so many. I remember when I first started, it was just questions all over the place, you know. So I still do. I mean, the questions never stop, right?
Yeah, it was a pleasure, Sergio. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and you know, hopefully in the future we can do some other collaborations, either in your channel or my channel. It's been great.
Yeah,
I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I really enjoyed the time. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Okay, and for you guys, as I always say, subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I'll catch you guys next time.
What are you looking at? What are you staring at? What do you need?